What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Landaris back at you with another video. Yep, out here just relaxing before I go in. Sitting here thinking, which is what I do every morning. Kind of brainstorm and, think about the day and think about, how I'm going to carry out my day. Try to get positive and just go in and do what I need to do as far as my job, do it the best that I can do, and be grateful that I woke up this morning and able to go through this day. But wanted to talk to you guys about business. Sit here sometime and I think about what I go through in business, and maybe it can help shed some light on somebody that's trying to start a business or that's in the business and they're going through some of the same trials and tribulations and ups and downs as most of us do, almost all of us do in business, especially like smaller entrepreneurs, businesses that's trying to climb up the ladder and trying to be a little bit successful in what they do and how they do it. But I just want to share with you guys, some of the real things that I go through as far as business-wise before I go in and get this day started. I made a video once about, building personal credit, and you can also build business credit. So the good thing about this is you can kind of repair your repair your personal credit and then start using business credit, and even though you're repairing and reducing your debt, if you got personal debt, and you can reduce that and work on that and then start your business credit. This is kind of what I did. And I saw that my personal credit, as far as my credit score, went up and everything like that. So I was trying to, look on the internet just like everybody else, learn from the internet, learn from people that's trying to show you things. And sometimes you got to take that with a grain of salt too when you're looking at things on the internet, because things could go good for one person and, they want to showcase it, which is nothing's wrong with that, but it might not go your way and you might not be in the same situation as them. For them to be successful in what they did, might not turn out the same way yours might turn out. And that's what I kind of call cracking the code when I think about some things. Make sure I see this time on here. Gotta make sure I don't wait too late to go in. But everybody has their own journey, and you can only take a lot of this stuff even what I say, you can only take it with a grain of salt, because I might be in a totally different situation than somebody, where somebody is just starting their business solo and it's just them. You know what I mean? They don't have any extra income coming in. They don't have a spouse or a girlfriend that's helping them, or, bearing the load of some of these decisions that you're going to have to make. So you have to take a lot of this stuff with a grain of salt when somebody else is trying to tell you something. You just take a little bit of it and see how you can apply it to your life and your business, and then see if it works. If it works, great. But if it don't work, scrap it and then try to tweak it and see how can you apply it to your business or life, and and make it just work for you. Because like I said, what some other person do, including myself, might not work for your business or the time frame. Your life is your life, and it's going to work. It's going to turn out all right. It's going to turn out good. You just got to keep at it. You just got to keep at it. It's going to be like right now, like I would say that I thought this year was going to be a great year for me, but it turned out is not. And not saying I didn't make any money, but I've been spending more money. I made money, but this year for some reason I was spending more money on repairs, things like that. And then at the end of this, soon as I get into the stage where you save up for your winter fund, I had to get my truck fixed, and that turned out to be $8,570 or something like that, just to get the truck fixed and get it back on the road and get it working properly, to so that it's not doing what it was doing. It was doing all type of stuff. You can look at some of my past videos, and I'm just speaking about it and stuff like that. But it's going into the winter, and my winter funds and things like that, and using some of my business credit to even pay off that bill for the truck. That put a dent in my pockets. It put a dent in my pockets. Did it destroy me? Did it? No, it didn't destroy me, but now I'm in the hole. I feel like I'm in the hole. I am in the hole due to the fact that now I got to go into the next season, and then make sure I try to capitalize and build my clientele back up, so that I could, knock some of this debt down and things like that. But it's what it's all about. Am I in the worst position? No, because I didn't look at, if you look at, I look at a lot of videos of businesses that kind of that's kind of failing. If you want to learn something, you got to look at the people and the businesses that's failing and what did they do, and learn from that. I look at all those Andy's Augusta Lawn Care. I look at all those videos of him trying to help businesses repair themselves, and what did they do wrong, and where did they go wrong in business, and the credit and things like that. Did they try to build their business too fast? Did they try to grow too fast? Did they not grow enough? Were they not, advertising good? Or did they spend too much money on advertising and equipment and things like that? I look at all that, because that only makes you better when you look at, those situations. You learn from those situations. So I advise people to kind of look at those videos with Mike Andes, and take a look at some of those videos that's going on, so that you can not fall in some of those pitfalls that a lot of businesses, especially in the lawn care business, fall into. So I look at those things, and I think about that sometime too. Man, what if I call Mike Andes just for him to come down and take a look at my business and what I'm doing? Because I would like to grow. That's my thing. I would like to grow. And if I could grow, I think that that would be something that I want to do. Now, am I forcing it? I'm not forcing it. I'm not forcing it, but it would be cool to see me get in that position where, I want to go through growing the business. I want to go through that because I don't want to have no stones unturned that I can't go back and say, man, I wish I could have did this, bigger. And then I think about my son, hoping that one day he might take it over or try to do something with it and he can make it bigger. I would want to see that. If I can't make it bigger, hey, maybe I could pass it to you and you can make it bigger. You just never know. But all at the same time, like I said, I'm just trying to get up out of here. I'm just trying to make it work. Just trying to make it work. But all in all, lock this up. All in all, I would want to make my business bigger, just like everybody. Everybody would, at some point in time, I believe every lawn care guy, whether we're solo, we always wanted to make, we got into this business to try to have a big business. And then once you get into it, you see how hard it is to actually do that. And then once you find out it's hard to actually do it, as far as with employees, the money, the equipment, the repairs, you kind of find out, man, this is kind of hard. Man, how do some of these, and then that's why some of these bigger companies, they struggle, because they found out that it's tough running a business. So you can always strive to be the best that you can be. That's all it is. But anyway, guys, hope I left you with something this morning that you could take with you to build on. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace.